Hey guys, and welcome back to another one. Now what I've got here today is another storage solution from QNAP. Now this is their latest NAS unit and it's called the NASBook. Now as you can see, it's not like all other NAS units that we see here on the channel. Actually, it has a pretty interesting design, lightweight and thin, as you can see, and personally is not for my type of usage. Nonetheless, I can see the value of it and it's a piece of technology which we love. And that being said, let's go straight for it. Hope that you guys enjoy the video and I'll see you in a few seconds. And we are back. So starting as always with a very quick unboxing experience. As you guys can see on screen, all the accessories that come in the package, and of course including the QNAP NASBook, also known as TBS-453. Now taking a closer look at it, as I said, it has a really interesting design to me, in my opinion. Of course, looks really cool. It has a different design from the usual NAS units that we see around. Now this particular model takes up to 4 M.2 SSDs, and at this moment it's using 2 Transcend M.2 SSD so that I could test it, and it has 2 slots for RAM that can take a maximum of 8 gigs on this particular unit. Connectivity wise, as you can see on the back, it has 5 Ethernet ports so that we can connect for example 4 computers and 1 internet connection, or network connection to be more precise. And here is one of the examples. I will show you a picture released from QNAP. This is what they had in mind when they designed this product. Now if you take this to an office, for example, which is meant to be a portable device, you can share a very quick connection really quickly on the table, and it's a lightweight device. So this is the strong point of this particular NAS unit, especially for those of you that are on the go. You want to share files with a group of people quickly, either through Ethernet or Wi-Fi if you have that on the office. And I believe once again that this was their goal, and as you could see on the picture, it explains better than me, because as I said in the beginning of the video, this is not the type of NAS units that I would take advantage here on the office. Now also on the back we have 2 HDMI outputs, which is not very usual to find on any NAS, and we can connect up to 2 displays at the same time, but I will share a little bit more in just a few seconds. We also have 2 USB 3.0 ports, 1 audio out and 2 microphone inputs. Now at the front we have 2 USB 2.0 ports and 1 full SD card slot, and on the right 1 USB 2.0 port. Now getting back a little bit to the dual display of this NAS unit, it's interesting to have those 2 HDMI outputs, and as you can see on screen, I did test it out. We can extend the display or duplicate the display depending on what we need at the moment, like we would do on any computer that has 2 video outputs. Now I did of course install a few apps which are available, and I did test it out with YouTube and Chrome, and it works quite well, like it would on any other machine with this CPU and RAM and so on and so forth. Now in terms of the dual display, as you can see there, it can be very useful if you want to use 2 apps simultaneous, or if you are within a group and you want to have one screen just for you and then the other screen for the public. So this is an interesting feature if we use it like it is intended to be used, and it can be very useful in this particular scenario where we want just one screen for ourselves and then the other screen for the general public for the presentation. Now in terms of the software, the NASBook is running QTS 4.3, and I will not waste your time right over here. It has a lot of options that we have seen on other units from QNAP. There is actually a video on my channel, 1 hour long, showing all the features, or almost all the features of QTS. Although it's an older version, QTS 4.2, it is pretty similar. Of course 4.3 has more features and so on and so forth. Now it also has, as usual, regular updates, as you can see on screen, but this happens with all QNAP NAS unit. As usual, I also run a speed test, and as you guys can see on screen, we get 100 megabytes per second on reads and 100 megabytes per second on writes, which is at this moment the maximum of my network, 1 gigabit network that I've got here. And as I don't have link aggregation, this is the maximum that I can get. For those of you that have link aggregation technology, you will get the double of this, or to be more precise, 2 computers running and downloading or uploading up to 100 megabytes per second each at the same time. So in conclusion, guys, as I said on the beginning of the video, this NAS unit, although it looks really interesting with a really cool design, is not the type of NAS unit that I would use here on the office. I can although see how useful it can be for someone that moves around a lot from home to office and just wants to arrive, plug this in and make it available to a team of people, either through Wi-Fi or a fast Ethernet connection, and then make whatever data it's in here available really fast to these people. Now, this is not the way that I work, but as I said, I do believe that it's very useful for someone that uses as it is intended. Guys, that being said, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget that usual thumbs up. As always, my name is Roberto George, and I'll see you on the next one.